So, my first guest this morning is author, number one podcaster, and business strategist Lisa Johnson. Lisa started a business as a single mom to a toddler twins and ended up making £10 million in 5 years, working fewer hours than she had previously. I am sure that, a lot of us will welcome some advice from Lisa. And she's also here to tell us about her new book, Make Money Online. Good morning, Lisa.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not too bad today.
Now, Lisa, I did have a listen a bit to your podcast as well, so I'm excited that you've written a book that's a very similar name to the podcast, which is Making Money Online. So let's start with at the very beginning. What inspired you to begin looking at how you can make money online?
Well, I was always in normal jobs. I was a PA and I worked in the city. I was always in corporate kind of worlds. And then I had twin boys and realized that I never saw them. And was going to work at 6 o'clock in the morning, coming home at 10 o'clock at night. And it just wasn't the life that I had really wanted. And I'd always grown up in debt, if I'm honest with you. There was generational poverty there. I was always I never had any money. I was always living paycheck to paycheck. And I always wondered if there could be another way. And so I started while I was at work studying business and, just for free, reading all the books in the library and just working out how I could have a business on the side at first. And I did that, had a wedding business and it made all the mistakes that you would ever make in a business because you didn't know anything about it, but you have to learn somewhere. And then eventually turned that wedding business around to become really profitable. And so then people started asking me, how they can make money. And I started to teach people how they can be making money just in any business, not an online business at first.
Mm-hmm.
And they started doing well. And then I realized that actually, what people really needed was to make money in less hours so that they have more time to spend with their families and to do the things they really want to do. And so I started making money online from things like courses and memberships. And, I went from year one of my business, where I was just a business strategist. I was helping people with their own businesses. This was 6 years ago now. And I was working around 80 hours and making around 220,000 a year, which is still good. It's still more money than I'd ever seen in my life. But I was working all the hours. I was never seeing my kids. And then by the time year two came along, I'd worked out how to do things in a smarter way online. I was working around 30 hours a month and I was earning over 1 million. And it really made me realize the power that we have by using our knowledge and selling it in the form of things like courses, ebooks, that kind of thing. And that's kind of what has happened to me over the past 5 years, teaching other people how to do that.
And so, in your book, what can we expect from it? Is you going through your journey and ways that we can also embark on that too?
Yeah, basically teaching you step by step what I teach people in when I have one-to-one clients and when I have a course clients, teaching people how they can just think about what they know. We all know different things, whether it's hula hooping or how to bring up assertive kids or how to deal with divorce. We all know things that other people want to know because
Mm.
we've had experience in it. And so it's how to sell that online, how to package it and how to sell it, how to start making money from the knowledge you have in your head.
Mm. Now, Lisa, I had a look online, and you haven't had the easiest life, and you've had challenges thrown your way, whether it was at school with bullying, you having twin boys and thinking, I'm never going to see them. What has kept you going throughout all those challenges? Because a lot of people are going to go, actually, I'm just going to give up. This is too much.
I think I have a bit of resilience, and I actually think it comes from a negative place, or did come from a negative place, because I was bullied so badly. I got a scholarship to a private school when I was 11, and
Mm.
I was bullied for being poor. basically, because I lived in a council house, we didn't have any money. I was in a secondhand uniform, and kids pick out the smallest things, and so in that kind of environment, I was picked on a lot. And the people there used to tell me I would never become anything. I
Mm.
would always be poor. I was nothing. All of these things, and I do think that I used that negativity to propel me in my business to success. I think that every time I wanted to give up, I would remember people telling me that I would give up and that I wouldn't become anything. And that would actually make me want to, just get there, just to show people that I could do it. And I think that we all have some kind of adversity in our lives, whether
Mm.
it's illness or, so many things happen to people. And if we can channel that and use it to really live the best life that we can, and to learn from it, then we can do really big things.
Mm. And this has inspired you to also become an ambassador for the charities Bullies Out. Um, so going back to your book, I want to know how long, where can people find your book?
Well, Waterstones, Amazon, it's in the bookshops now. I think Amazon has a deal on right now, so it's the best place to get it. But even if you are somebody that thinks, well, I could never make money online, I'm not even in that world. I've
Mm.
worked with 75-year-olds that now make money online, because they can. Everybody has a chance to do this, whether you're in a 9 to 5 job or whether you have your own business or whether you're a stay-at-home mum. There are ways to make money out there. And I think this year, especially with the cost of living crisis,
Mm.
trying to find ways to make some extra money is going to help. And so using the knowledge and the experiences you've had in your life is a great way to do that.
Definitely. So, your podcast as well. Tell us about your podcast. What sort of things do you look at and the guests that you normally have on there?
Yeah, oh, it's been all sorts. It's been such a fun thing to do. I started my podcast just over a year ago and just wanted to talk to normal people that had, used their knowledge and made money online in different ways. And we've talked from people to people. Some of them are my clients and some of them aren't. But some people who have just made, an extra £1,000 a month, to some that have become millionaires,
Mm.
by what they've done online, because there's so many different ways of doing things. And one of the things I talk about a lot on the podcast is our mindset, because we have a belief system, we all do, of whether we can do something or not. And when I was starting out in business, I had quite a poor money mindset. I used to say things to myself like, people from where I come from, they don't become millionaires, they don't do really well. And we all have this little voice in our head, and it's how to overcome that and how
Mm.
to realize that actually it doesn't matter where you've come from, it doesn't matter your past. You decide now where you want to be in the future, and you can change things.
Lovely, Lisa. Thank you so much for being on. And, good luck with your book, and we look forward to reading it.
Thank you very much.
That was